skate ski. So in a skate ski, the first test that we're going to do is just, let's say this person, this is Chris, she's 135, so let's say she's 60 kilos, but just go right away down to 60 kilos. Because I find in this test is probably right off the bat 60. Now, then I take note of this. This is the camber height at full body weight, at 0.38, which is good. So if it's 0.5, 0.4, 0.3 range, give or take, because then there has to be enough room for now when I go to 120%. So she was 60, so now go up to, if for that case it'd be up to 72, and see what happens to the ski. The ski's obviously going to move, and see how it moves. This is excellent. Went from 0.35 to 0.21. Now it's good. Now, having said that, I'll backtrack and I'll go back and I'll go to 30% body weight. And at 30% body weight, put this at 30%. So she says she's 60, get it up at 30%. So 30 kilograms, half her body weight. And then mark front. Slide this in a little too much. There. Put a mark here. And with the feeler gauge, we'll mark like this. We'll mark back here. We'll mark. Sometimes these back ones are hard to mark here. Then, key step. So when we're talking about stiffness, it's two things: the pressure distribution of the ski, and then also the camber height. But this camber height is excellent. Now then, I'll take it through, and this part is going to determine, the large part, whether I'm saying to them, whether it's a hard pack ski or soft ski. We take this up, and now our full body weight up to 60, and then the same test up front. And this time I use two marks. So this one is now here, use a V. And the second one, like this. Oops, wrong mark. Now, these two started close together, and then they move in unison like this, and they're still close together. Hard pack ski. No percent of what. So this is why I say, so the hard pack ski that's a different situation as to the camber part. This camber part is fine. Now this is where, so some of the skis I'm getting, like for example, somebody brought it on recently, and it was 0.68 to begin with, and when we put it to 120%, it was still 0.5 or something, and then we tested this. In other words, the ski didn't move with this person's weight up, it's too stiff. But also, I'm getting other ones, but right off the bat, this is like 0.1 at 100%, 0.12, 0.13 or something, and as you start to go to 120, this can go to the negatives, believe it or not. It goes to 0, too soft. So that's a general description. So the first, when they're coming to me, I just do this first, and then I say to them, all right, no, this ski is too soft, it's too stiff. That has nothing, that's a different situation than the pressure zones.
So we have the person stand on them, and we see how open they are, and then we have them stand on them with fully weight, and it has to get shorter, and then we have them go right up on the ball of their foot, and it has to get a little shorter again. If not, then the ski is too stiff. The only thing we can't tell then is how much stiffer the ski is than they are. It could be 10 pounds too stiff, it could be 50 pounds too stiff. So then we go back to the gauge, put them in the gauge, and put them at 8 or 13 centimeters back, and then find out what the full compression is to know how much stiffer they are from them. A lot of the times we rely on the numbers that are on the skis from the manufacturers. In Aqueduct and ski bumps, you deal with younger kids, the jackrabbits, and they all have softer skis. As you get older, more muscular, better technique, then you start going to a ski that's stiffer and stiffer. So for skate skis, we always say there's a range, and we always say for a recreational skier, you can go as low as your body weight, and it's easy to learn on, but you should have a ski that's 110 to 120, 120, some people go 125, 130. For hard pack ice conditions, the more aggressively you ski, the better the stiff ski can benefit you. But if you're just a recreational skier and you're cross-trained, you're a cyclist and you want to stay fit, then we stay down at 110%. And we always check to make sure the ski won't flatten out under the weight, because then it's a